Hi, I'm Scott Cummings. Thanks for joining us here on the Bearcat Sports Network. I'm joined by McKendree football coach Mike Babcock, and it's that time of year again. It's 5 questions with Coach Babcock as Coach begins his coaching tenure here at McKendree University. Bearcats debut against Tiffin University on Saturday, September 7th. And Coach, thanks for joining us.
I appreciate it, Scott. Thank you.
Time to get into 5 questions, so let's go ahead and throw it to you.
I'm ready for it.
Last year you were hired in December, which left right about 2 months for the recruiting season before the official signing day. Yet you and your staff are bringing in approximately 60 student athletes in this signing class. How are you and your staff able to make up the relatively short amount of time and bring in such a quality class?
Well, I wanted to hire a coaching staff that really wanted to hit the ground running, a staff that wanted to roll up their sleeves and say, hey, let's get it done. And for those 2 months, I mean, it was literally nonstop, calling guys, emailing guys, and just an all-out assault on recruiting. And it really didn't stop at signing day. I mean, it kept going in the spring, in the summer. We were calling guys, a week before August to try and, round out our staff, and we wanted the best and brightest out of the whole country. And
sure,
hopefully that's what we got.
Well, as you come in, you're bringing both a new offensive and defensive scheme to the table in 2013. How are you and the staff able to implement both systems during spring practice, and how did things go, and how's the fine-tuning process gone during the preseason camp?
Well, I wanted our players to understand that it's all about the fundamentals. It's
Sure.
all about the details. It's all about throwing, catching, blocking, tackling. So we really went back to basics, and from there built up, okay, what are we good at? Let's push forward in these new schemes that we've got, and let's build from the ground up and build a great foundation for our guys.
As you've gotten to know and learn about the returning players in the program, what kind of leadership have you received from the upperclassmen, and how have they responded to the changes within the program?
I think the guys that were on the team last year that are now still a part of the team this year, I think they've done a tremendous job in this offseason. They've really pushed forward and said, you know what, we want to be great. Help us get there. And they took on that attitude of coach, take me where I can't take myself. And that's really what you want in a football program, and guys that want to be pushed, guys that want to get better. That's the type of guys that you want, and that's the attitude that they had coming in here.
Well, Coach, your team's going to get tested right away. You're going to have the home opener against Tiffin, as we mentioned, from the Great Lakes Intercollegiate Athletic Conference, which is a perennially competitive NCAA Division II conference. Then you head down to Henderson State University, which was ranked in the top 20 most of last season as being the Bearcats each of the last 2 years. How will those games prepare you for Great Lakes Valley Conference play, which begins on September 21st at William & Jewell?
I think that anytime that you play teams that have a great reputation, like both Tiffin University and Henderson State University, it only makes us better. And I want to let our guys understand that in order to be the big dog, you got to beat the big dog.
Sure.
And if you can talk all you want about championships and being great and this and that, but if you don't go out there and do it, you're going to be sitting at home watching TV. So again, I want our guys to be focused up, have some great non-conference play with both Tiffin and Henderson State, and hopefully that'll lead us into some great conference play once we get into the GLBC.
Well, Coach, 5th and final question here in 5 questions. What will define success for the McKendree University football program in 2013?
First and foremost, I want our guys to play hard. I want guys that are going to put their head down for 60 minutes, and it doesn't matter what the score is at the end of the game, that they know that they've left absolutely everything on the field. And when parents, when spectators, when opponents, when they see that, they're like, wow, that's a team that absolutely gave it their all for 60 minutes. So wins, losses, yeah, those are great, but I want guys that are going to play for that full 60 minutes.
Well, Coach, it's certainly an exciting time. Good luck as you begin your journey here at McKendree University. We hope to see the Bearcats a lot in 2013.
I appreciate it, Scott.
As head coach Mike Babcock beginning his tenure here at McKendree University, the Bearcats open their season September 7th at home against Tiffin University. We hope to see you there. If not, please join us here on the Bearcat Sports Network. Watch our games live, video streaming throughout the season at home, live audio on the road, and of course live stats with every home game. Once again, I'm Scott Cummings. Thanks for joining us here on the Bearcat Sports Network.